so fetch.
Lookin' Bratz.
Hey angels, it's Lookin' Bratz, aka Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. On this channel, I am a grown man who loves to talk about fashion dolls. I grew up with Bratz and it has stayed in my heart for a very, very long time, to the point that I created a website called lookinbratz.com. If you don't know lookinbratz.com, it is the ultimate Bratz resource on the internet. It holds a database which is essentially an archive of thousands and thousands, I believe over 11,000 Bratz products for fans to reference. And when you click on a product, you can find out more information about it, such as head sculpt, body sculpt, hair type, if the pieces were recycled, if the doll was recycled. There's also character profiles, media profiles, a place to watch Bratz movies and TV shows, a place to now listen to Bratz music. You can read some archived issues of Bratz magazine, with much more coming soon. And recently, I expanded the website with the screening guides, the hair guide, the buy-in Bratz guide, and it's just a really, really large resource. If you want to support me, make sure to check out lookinbratz.com. By the time you're watching this, lookinbratz.com has closed down and then opened back up again, relaunched. It's Lookin' Bratz 2.0, so if you want to support me, please check that out. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Bratz and doll content. And without further ado, let's get into the video. In this video, we have something very, very exciting. It is the Bratz x Mean Girlz collection, and this is something that I have been looking forward to for quite a while. So there was a leak, I want to say back in May. It was right around the time that the Bratz 23rd anniversary was happening. I think it was right after, if I'm being honest. And I didn't post about it because I can't post about certain leaks, and I also feel like it is disrespectful to the Bratz team at MJ Entertainment. So I was trying to keep as hush as possible. And then I want to say a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Isaac Larian posted something on his LinkedIn. If you don't know Isaac Larian, he is the CEO of MGA Entertainment, who produces Bratz dolls, and it was quite literally, and I'll show you what it was. It was the sides of the boxes of these dolls. And I have to say, packaging design, probably some of my favorite in the past few years from Bratz. But this is what Isaac Larian posted on his LinkedIn, and it wasn't like meant to be a teaser. It wasn't meant to be anything. It just so happened that he accidentally leaked his company's own products, which he's done a few times. So if the leakers can't leak, then I guess the company people are gonna leak. And I know a lot of people are gonna have this question: how did you get these dolls all together at the same time? So this was sent to me from MGA Entertainment, so shout out to them and the Bratz team for gifting me this entire set. It came in a really cute PR box. I would show it to you, but I'll try to grab it. This is what the PR box looks like, and it has the artwork on the side. As you can see, Karen has gone through it a little bit. I feel like I'm just surrounded by boxes right now. Karen's gone through it because I kept like opening the box and like looking at everything, and my mom was like super into it and intrigued. But it has the same side as if you were to put all the 4 boxes together. And then the front says Burn Book, and it says Bratz. And then you open it up, and then you're supposed to see the 4 dolls. And then it has a little graphic on the inside. Very, very cute PR box. And honestly, it's not an intricate PR box, because there's some PR boxes that I feel like even last year's PR box, it was very, very big and very cool, but I had nowhere to put it. This, I love the simplicity of this, because I think the collaboration does speak for itself, just based off of everything that I've seen so far. And I'm excited to open these. Like, I'm super duper eager to open these because they look so, so cool in the box. I'll be real, I'm probably posting this after the initial launch. These are gonna have a staggered release. So it's gonna start with Cady Heron, who I will show you. So Cady is going to be released on Thursday, October 3rd. If you have never seen Mean Girls, first of all, what's wrong with you? But seriously, I do recommend watching Mean Girls. It is probably one of my favorite movies ever. And it's nothing like, it's not a masterpiece. I remember listening to an interview from, I think it was, I don't know if it was Amanda Seyfried, but I love Amanda Seyfried. And she was talking about how they all thought it was going to be like a direct-to-DVD movie. And like direct-to-DVD movies are not bad by any means. I love them so much. And like them in television movies, I think, get a bad rep. They are a little bit of a lower budget, but you know, that's their purpose. They're serving their purpose. It's cheap entertainment, essentially. And Mean Girls of course, became a phenomenon. And it's really a product of its time, but I think a lot of the messaging rings true today. And I do think it actually holds, like, you know, some good, valuable life lessons. And I saw the new one this year. I always wanted to see the musical. I've never seen the musical. But I was glad to at least see, like, the movie version of the musical, even though it was kind of like the musical with, like, an updated, you know, a lot of it was the same, but then a lot of it was different. I do think it was missing some special parts of the first movie, and I kind of wish it had done a little bit more of some of the things that happened in the first movie. But it was a cute movie. I can't, like, complain about it. Also, that was supposed to go direct to streaming, and it ended up in theaters, so it was probably produced on the budget of, like, a streamer movie. But regardless, I love Mean Girls. I can't say that it aged well, but a lot of people still love it. I think a lot of the language and some of the themes are very problematic, but it's still a very, very widely celebrated movie. And I watch it now and I get a little bit emotional for some reason, because I'm like, wow, this is really like a comfort movie. Like, this is like the ultimate comfort movie to me, like next to the Bratz movies. So to have an iconic staple of the mid-2000s collaborate with another iconic staple of the 2000s is just so surreal to see, because I feel like Bratz and MGA have kind of, you know, paid homage to Mean Girls in a lot of ways. And it kind of takes me back to like the Bratz magazines from the 2000s, and they would talk about like the Mean Girls movie, and like Lindsay Lohan would be featured a lot in like the earlier editions of the magazine. So I just think it's so cool that it's an official collaboration now, 20 years after the movie came out. And I think it does look really good. But of course, I have my own opinions and my own notes about the release and things that I maybe would have done differently if I had a voice in anything. And I don't have a voice in anything, so please do not get me twisted. A lot of people are like, can you forward this recommendation to MGA? And I'm like, I'm nobody. Like, but they sent me all 4 dolls. Enough talking. Context, background, of course, is needed. They sent me all 4 dolls. I love the packaging design. So the front cover of each doll is the iconic burn book graphic, and of course it says Bratz on the bottom. And there's a lot of like scribbles and a lot of, you know, it's supposed to look like teenage girls wrote all over it. And then the side is the artwork of each character in their first outfits. And I will show that here. The artwork is cute. I do wish it was a little bit more, you know what? I do think it's Bratz enough. I just kind of wish it was slightly more proportioned, like the 2004 style artwork. I'm seeing like a mix of 2002 to 2004 with these, which makes sense. But I think like a more 2004 style would have worked really well, because Mean Girls is from 2004. And then the back of the boxes has the girls in their second outfits. Cady is in her outfit from the party. I actually didn't mention the outfits yet, but her first outfit is the one where she borrows Damien's pink polo, which is oversized with jeans, because it was her first day kind of hanging with the plastics on a Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, we wear pink. I'm also wearing a shirt that's pink, and it says "a little bit dramatic," and it's in the Bratz Funkhouse font. And I got this from Molly Claire Design years ago. So shout out to Molly Claire Design, because this shirt came in handy today. And then on the back, it says, on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. And it says Gruel, and it says Mrs. Aaron Samuels. And there's like, some really cute artwork. There's the broken tiara from the Spring Fling Queen crown. Also, I'm a little stuffy because I'm getting sick, so please don't mind me. And then her second outfit is actually from the party scene in which Cady throws a party and doesn't invite Regina. And then we'll get into the insides of the box as we go through each doll, but I'll show you the boxes really quick. Regina's is the same, except her first outfit is the one she wears when she's on the first Wednesday that we are in the movie. I don't know how to explain that, but it's kind of like one of her more iconic outfits in my opinion, because I love that a little bit dramatic shirt. A little bit dramatic. I am a little bit dramatic, so very fitting. And then the back is her Halloween costume, and it says Plastics Queen Bee, and she's a life ruiner. She ruins people's lives. Very cute. Also very risky for them to sort of go with an outfit like this, but it is a little bit more of an adult-centric collection. It's really made for people who know the movie and grew up with the movie, so it makes sense that it's a little bit more mature in that sense. And then Gretchen and Karen are actually in a 2-pack, which kind of shocked me. I wasn't expecting that. And I don't know how I feel about it being a 2-pack. I don't mind it. I think both dolls are pretty gorgeous, but I do have some notes which we'll get into when we unbox these. And then the sides is, of course, their Pink Wednesday outfits, and then the back shows them in their Halloween costume. Gretchen is a cat, and Karen is I'm a mouse. Duh. And it says, you can't sit with us, and of course it has the plastics symbol, so that is really, really cute. I love the packaging design. When you open the boxes, now we're gonna actually open these, there is an inside flap that has artwork of them in their first outfit, and I thought it was new artwork from the box, but it's not. It's the same as the sides of the box, and it says homeschooled jungle freak. And Cady Heron, of course, this is Cady, and each doll comes with a sticker sheet, and it's fun. It's a little random, but it's cute. And it says plastics in the Bratz Funkhouse font, and it says personally victimized by Regina George. There's I want my pink shirt back, sorry, from Damien, and it shows the pink shirt. There's fetch, there's Regina's cut tank top that shows her bra, which is from the movie, of course. And it says, you go Glen Coco. That is cute. And there is an inner flap in here for the stickers if it goes back in. And then, of course, we have the doll, and there's a plastic cover over the doll. I actually took this off earlier because I was taking pictures, and I was so excited. The flap does say Bratz and Mean Girlz. I like how the Mean Girlz is on the side there. It reminds me a lot of the movie poster, which I think is also a very iconic movie poster. Another thing that I love is that you can slip this out with ease, and the back of the box is still like printed. So behind this cardboard piece is printed background, which is very, very nice, because then if you want to go display the doll, if you open the doll and want to display it in the box eventually, or if you just want to hold this, or I don't know, I think the boxes do not ever need to be thrown out. I can't even imagine throwing these boxes out, because first of all, I think the boxes are very beautiful, but also they make for a really cool display, and I really have to figure out like my Bratz display again, because these have to be on display, and I have to display the burn book because it looks good. It looks really good, and I'm really, really just blown away a lot by this collab, because I think it's a testament to how far MGA and Bratz have come in terms of quality and giving fans like a doll that they would want. But here's what Cady looks like in her box. And I have a few things. The screening, it looks really, really good. And I want to say that this is directly inspired by Talkin' Sasha. And all the screenings, they're not directly replicated from any previous Bratz screenings, but they are very much like modified versions of Bratz screening. So for Cady, I would say that she is a modified Talkin' Sasha, or possibly even Talking Chloe, like Talking Chloe and Talkin' Sasha combined. My stomach is growling. I should eat. I'm getting cheese fries. But this is really cute. I feel bad because I want to save some of these pieces because I love this kind of stuff. But it says, I want my pink shirt back. I love the font choices they've used in a lot of this. And I love this. They all come with these collectible cards. And they also come with certificates. So here is Cady's card. And it shows her in her second outfit. Looks really, really good. And then there is a certificate of authenticity. And it says, Certificate of Authenticity, Bratz, Mean Girlz. This certificate authenticates that your dolls were carefully created and designed through the collaborative efforts of Bratz and Paramount Consumer Products. And it's cute. It comes on like faux notebook paper, but it's on like cardstock, which I appreciate because, you know, I don't want nothing flimsy. Taking a look at the accessories, she comes with a pink metallic cell phone, that is a lip gloss, right? Or a lipstick. And then she actually comes with a Caltine bar, which we can take a closer look at. And I love those types of details because it's directly pulled from the movie. And I love that they came with the cell phones from, like, you know, a flip phone from 2004, because it does make the most sense. Cell phone, lipstick. I don't think these are like the big ticket items, like they're just fun. And there is a Caltine bar. And if you didn't already know, I'm going to be posting a review at lookinbratz.com so you can see more pictures of the accessories, what everything looks like, and the dolls. So check that out. And as I was saying before, and I totally forgot to like tell everyone like what the release schedule is, but Cady Heron is coming out October 3rd, of course. Regina George is coming out October 17th. And the 2-pack of Gretchen and Karen is coming out October 31st on Halloween. And it's all spaced out 2 weeks apart. As for the release of the dolls and like where they're gonna be, I'm honestly like not 100% sure. So they are gonna be limited on Bratz.com. I don't know a number of quantities, so I know a lot of people are wondering. I'm wondering the same thing, as like how many of each were made. They're being called super limited, so I don't know what super limited means to MGA or Bratz. And I think just taking into consideration this is a licensing collab, so there's probably a lot of input from Paramount Consumer Products in how this release or rollout is going to go. So I don't know what it's going to look like per se. I do hope everyone is able to get a set or whatever. I really think that it would be cool if they sold the PR box as like one kit. I think that'd be like a really cool set just for people to have, because like, I don't know, I know that I'm an influencer of sorts, and you know, my thing is all like posting about Bratz dolls. So like, yeah, I did get them, but I also wish like other people had the opportunity to get them, because like it looks really cool when they're all together, and the packaging is just so much fun. So I unboxed the second outfit, and I love that they come with the mannequin and a mannequin stand, because those are always really, really nice to just have, and it looks really cool on display. But she comes with her party dress. Now, a criticism I've seen, and that I sort of agree with, is that maybe she should have had her stockings. And I actually saw someone recommend like having painted legs, which I honestly would have been against. If there were painted legs, I would have preferred stockings instead. Maybe stockings with like painted shoes, if anything. But I also don't mind this. And a lot of people were criticizing the fact that she's not wearing the bra under her dress, and that instead of a bra, it's actually straps. And I could see that. I honestly am not too hung up about it, because I think the dress itself looks really cute. And I think I'm going to be dressing her in this for like display, because of course I think it's fun to have her in the baggy shirt and the oversized jeans, but next to the other girls, I think she would look a lot better in that dress. Some people were saying she should have dressed as the like her Halloween costume, and I I completely disagree. I think that would have been awful if she had two ugly outfits. I'm glad she at least has like one like cute outfit to like fit in with the other girls. And not that she needs to fit in with the Mean Girls, but and they use all classic Bratz sculpts, which I think makes sense, probably just to save money and because when there's two companies involved in one thing, there's probably like money being divided up in a few different places. So thinking a little bit more logically about it, that's why I'm like, okay, like I don't mind that they don't have new shoe sculpts, though it would have been cool if they did, but maybe it just like wasn't necessary because they already had stuff on hand. And it does make sense because these are the shoe sculpts that they would use primarily in like 2004. So, but just a plain pair of black pumps. Each doll comes with the iconic Mugler-esque star-shaped brush. This is my favorite Bratz brush. If they have to come with brushes, I prefer they come with these brushes. And they all come with the same one, I believe. Let me double check. They all come with the same brush, so I don't want to like have to like walk through every single accessory. And they each come with the trapezoid shaped peg stand, so you can just put the shoes on it. This is personally my favorite type of Bratz stand, and some people don't like it, but I love it personally, so I'm like, more of this because I want more of these. Maybe slightly smaller. Like, I would love a smaller version of it so that it fits a little bit more easily on the shelves with everything, but I love that stand. She comes with a handbag, and I love this handbag because in the movie, Regina has a real Louis Vuitton handbag, and these were very, very popular at that time. I still think they hold like popularity with people on the internet. But I love this because it reminds me of a few things, and it does open and close. Like and it's a really nicely well-made constructed bag. And I love the pattern on it. It looks so good. It says MG for Mean Girls. It has the B for Bratz. It has stars. It has lips. And it's not Louis Vuitton per se, but it's very inspired by Louis Vuitton. And in the movie, Regina has a real bag. And then as Cady sort of morphs into this queen bee wannabe, she gets a fake version of that Louis Vuitton bag. So it makes sense they have matching bags. And I do want to sort of just like point out that in 2004, MGA actually, I don't know if it was MGA or one of their licensing partners, but they had a Louis Vuitton inspired Bratz bag. I actually have one, and it looks just like this, except it has Bratz artwork on it, and it has symbols that sort of resemble Louis Vuitton. And in retrospect, it's ironic that they're still referencing Louis Vuitton after the Louis Vuitton lawsuit. If you know, you know. Okay, I think it's time for the actual doll, because if you watch my videos, you know that I'm a yapper. That's who I am, and I can't apologize for who I am. I'm not gonna be anything that you want me to be. I'm gonna be myself. Okay, she is unboxed, and she looks really, really gorgeous, and the more I see her in this outfit, the more I want to put her in the other outfit. I think just to save a little bit time in this video, because I talk a lot, I am going to dress them up in their second outfits off camera and then do photo shoots with all of them. But here is Cady Heron, and she looks so good. Facially, love her face so much. And I feel like this is more of like what I want Bratz to give, is to sort of reference some of the old screenings, but also have new ones in the mix. And these look so amazing. And also happy to confirm, because I think someone's already confirmed, but these use the OG Bratz head sculpt. These are not the UV versions. So for anyone who's curious about that, there you go. And just like all Bratz dolls, currently all of the Mean Girls dolls have premium nylon hair. If you don't know how to work with nylon hair, of course, I do have a few tutorials on my YouTube channel, but I also have a hair guide on lookinbratz.com in which you can learn about all the different hair types and how to treat them, how to take care of them, how to wash them, how to style them, that kind of thing. So check out that resource. Go to lookinbratz.com. What are you waiting for? I do wish the hair shade was a little different. I feel like Lindsay had a little bit of a lighter blonde in the movie, and it makes me wonder if they didn't want to base it off the likeness of the actresses, but a little bit more off the idea of what the characters are, because Mean Girls is no longer the 2004 movie. Of course, that's where it stems from, but then before that, it's based off a book, Queen Bees and Wannabes by Rosalind Wiseman, and the 2004 movie came along. Of course, it was a hit, and then it became the musical, and then it became like, you know, this thing and that thing, and I think there's probably like a comic book series out there. So Mean Girls has really franchised itself out, so it makes sense if they're trying to bake this okay, if they're trying to base this off more of the idea of what the characters are supposed to look like in that universe, because there are a few discrepancies between the other dolls and like the actresses. But I think it's funny that Lindsay Lohan technically has two fashion dolls on the market now. There's, of course, the My Scene Goes Hollywood Lindsay Lohan from 2005, and now there is the Bratz x Mean Girls Cady Heron doll, so that's always fun. As for this outfit, it's not my favorite, but it's cute. It's cute for what it is, and I love the reference. And the sneakers are from the first edition Bratz, like the sculpt is from 2001, so, you know, a nice combination of things. I think the hair, though, like, even though it doesn't match it, I do think it's a gorgeous shade. And the face up and the makeup, it looks so pretty. So kudos to MGA for like making like really gorgeous dolls. And truthfully, this is what I want for Bratz as, like, you know, like their main releases, like the playline. I would love to see, like, you know, 2 outfits and like maybe like a collectible card, or the posters are fun, but I love a card for some reason. And I really just want like stands like this. I could care less if the bags were fabric or not, but a fabric bag, of course, is a fun accessory to have. And they have the 2018 articulated body from the collector line, and I don't mind this body, though I do wish they would update it and just slightly just like modify this body. I do think it's run its course. I just want a new body sculpt at this point. But that is Cady Heron. So excited. I'm 30 minutes into recording and I'm like, I'm a little slow with it, but I don't know. I just want to kind of enjoy this release, take it in. I hope that we can all like join in on the excitement together. But there's also more release information on the Bratz Instagram account, and hopefully they post like more info of that, like, you know, how to get the dolls, because I really just don't know what this launch is gonna look like. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully everyone gets their doll.
And I really scratch my head and I wonder, where's God when you need him? Because this does not make any sense.
We have Regina George. Regina George. I have to say, I love Rachel McAdams, and I also really love Renee Rapp. Like, they're both like iconic. I love the cast of both Mean Girls. Like, I really like enjoyed like seeing the updated takes of Regina. I know some people were like whatever about it, but I liked it. So, but here is the inside flap. It says, "Do not trust her." Of course, when Regina is blackmailing, not blackmailing, she's sabotaging. Why did I say blackmailing? She sabotages Cady and Gretchen and Karen and leaks the burn book. But we're gonna open her up. And they all come with the same sticker sheet, so I'm not gonna go over those again. Regina. Here is Regina. And hers says, her little note card says, "Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries." She's real for that, because I love cheese fries. Ooh. I could go for some cheese fries. Look at her card. She, of course, comes with the same certificate of authenticity. And her trading card is her in her bunny costume. I think it's like bunny inspired. Oh, I can't say that word on here. I think you can, like, they don't like when you say that, the P word on here. I've learned, because I watch a lot of Holly Madison and Bridget Marquardt. Marquardt? You know, Holly and Bridget from The Girls Next Door. And they were talking about how that word is like not appreciated. So I have a I bought the Girls Next Door bobbleheads. I got like all 4 of the ones I wanted, and I'm gonna be posting a video about that in the future because those have been grails for a while. Regina comes with quite a few accessories. She comes with like 3 main accessories, but then she also has her bunny headband, and it's like an actual headband, which I really love, and then like a fabric I don't know how to call it, like it's just like a real headband like you would get at a costume shop or something. I love that. Just like Cady, Regina comes with a metallic pink cell phone and a lip gloss. I'm calling it lip gloss, but I'm pretty sure it's lipstick. Who cares? Here is Regina's second outfit, and she actually does come with stockings. I honestly would say it'd probably be a little bit riskier to release her without them. But she has her little bunny tail in the back, and then I like the fabrics they chose and like the fur lining. It does look really good. And then the bottom is just like fabric. It's not like, I thought it was pleather for some reason, but it's not. But this is a nice, cute little ensemble. I'll probably do like a little Halloween themed whatever with it, but I can't imagine myself leaving them in those costumes when her first outfit exists, which we'll take a look at in a second. These are the boots for her second outfit, and they look really good. These are, of course, a reused sculpt. They are, I don't know where they originated from, truthfully, but they were used for the holiday line, like those were kind of Mean Girls inspired, those holiday 2007 dolls where Yasmin and Chloe have like those fun kind of flirty Santa costumes, and there's like the faux fur trim on the boots. I feel like that's a fun nod because those dolls were kind of inspired by Mean Girls, and I would honestly love to see like a Santa's Helpers line of Bratz dolls, because they actually are selling shirts now with brand new artwork of the 4 girls, like Yasmin, Chloe, Sasha, and Jade in the Santa's Helpers costumes. I think that'd be a really cute line, and that should be like a budget release, honestly. It should be like a separate line of holiday dolls, and it's like the 4 of them in like slim packaging, and it's, I don't know, I think that'd be really cute, to be honest. They could probably get away for selling that for like 15 bucks a pop. I don't know, just throwing it out there, MGA. Okay, this is probably my favorite accessory, but it's a little limited in like its capability of doing anything except just existing, but Regina comes with a mini burn book. And a lot of people were like, why don't they come with the burn book? Why don't they come with the burn book? They do. It's just like not well placed in the package. It's packaged like on its side like this, and you don't get to see the front of it, which I think honestly they should have considered that when packaging the dolls. Is Regina's burn book should have been showing it just a little bit more to show the consumer that you're getting the burn book, but that's just my take on that. And I'm glad they came with a burn book because I was scared they weren't going to for some reason. And I was like, how am I gonna get the Zuru mini brands, mini books burn book? Because they made one earlier this year. And I was like, how can I get my hands on that? So I'm glad I don't have to resort to that. Okay, we have Regina George out of the box, and she's stunning. So her face up, let's talk about her face up, because it's a really gorgeous face up. Though for some reason, I kind of wish it was just a little different, but I don't know. I think it still looks really good. I don't know if these are sprayed or if these are sticker. For some reason, I want to say they might be stamped, but I'm not 100% certain. It could be a mix of the both, because I think that's what they've been doing, to be honest, is like mixing spray and the stamp method, which if you don't know about that, you can just go to lookinbratz.com, check out the review, and I talk more about that kind of stuff. But the hair's it's box hair, it's messy. I don't know if there's even a way to really combat this when packaging the doll, but she's gonna need a good wash. I would avoid washing too much near the bangs because they could probably fray up if you like play with these too much. So try to just keep it more back this way if you're looking for hair advice there, but everyone's gonna have their different ways of doing things. So here is Regina. I love her outfit so much. Like, honestly, no notes about the outfit. I love a little bit dramatic. I love that shirt. I think the cardigan is really nice, and it does have real buttons. Take notes, Mattel. And there is a pleather skirt. I think it looks really good. And honestly, these pieces could be reused on a lot of dolls. I could see the shirt being passed around like a bottom at Fire Island. So I think collectors are gonna love this. Also, the doll itself is just like a gorgeous doll, and the more that I like see her, the more Regina she's giving. Because when I first saw her, I was like, I don't know, is she Regina enough? But now that I like am holding her, I'm like, oh, she's so Regina George. She's everywhere. She's so Regina George. The face up though, I was talking to Hayden Williams about this, and shout out to Hayden because he just released his book. But the face up looks a lot like Flashback Fever Chloe inspired, potentially Formal Funk Dana elements to her, but that's just kind of a take on it. A lot of people have come up with like different theories of who she's based on, but that's what I kind of see from her, and she looks really good. Very, very good. Gorgeous doll. I love the shoe choice too. I think this is a great shoe sculpt to use for her. And the colors look so good. No notes, honestly. The purse is also really cute, and it's not the same purse as Cady's. This one has more pink elements to it with different shades of pink used on all of the assets, whereas Cady's is the knockoff version where it's a little bit more colorful. So moving on, we have a 2-pack, and the 2-pack, and I didn't mention before, Cady is going to be $60, Regina is going to be $60, and the 2-pack is going to be $100. $100,000. And when you open it up, the box looks like this. I'm trying not to bend it too much because I bent my PR box too much and it got a little bit wrinkly. But this part actually comes out because I was playing around with this before. This part, it says plastics in that font, which is really cute. There's a graphic there, and it's really just to hold the sticker sheet because there's no like inside flap, so this acts as the inside flap, or it is the inside flap. And then on one side we have Karen, on the other side we have Gretchen. And I find it interesting that their names and artwork are actually on the front covers because that isn't the case for Regina or Cady. I actually really like having the artwork and the names on the front cover, and I kind of wish they did that for Cady and Regina, but it's too late to turn back time now. I'm gonna open up Karen's side first, but this is so nitpicky. I wish it was Gretchen on this side and then Karen on this side, because I feel like the order goes Cady, Regina, Gretchen, Karen. In my head, that's the way it should go, just in terms of like importance. But I do see like, you know, Karen and Gretchen do kind of play a similar level of role in the movie. And I don't know. For me, it just felt like that would have made more sense. But that's like the most nitpicky thing I can say about this. And I have to say, Karen might be like one of my favorite Bratz dolls, period. This, like, she is stunning. She's like stunning. She's stunning. And her thing says, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. I swear to God, every day I go into work, I go to my coworker's office and I'm like, you want to do something fun? You want to quit? Anyways, let's unbox this doll. We have her certificate, of course, and then she comes with her little trading card moment in her mouse costume. Okay, Karen comes with a metallic cell phone, a lipstick, and she comes with her mouse headband, and it's a really nicely constructed piece, just like Regina's. So thank you, MGA, for caring about the quality of product. Looking at her second outfit, it's really simple but really cute. I mean, again, like the outfits in the movie are pretty simple, but I think as iconic as they are simple, and this one looks really good. I think the construction looks really nice, and I love the fabric, that like glittery black fabric that they used, and like the trim on the top, like that little frilly trim. I love that, and the bow. like a really, really cute outfit, even if it wasn't for a mouse costume, because clearly nobody knew that she was a mouse until she put her headband on. And then she comes with the wrinkly boots. I don't know what to call these, but I always call them the wrinkly boots. And they come in this like fun silver metallic color. And I actually really like that choice for the boot. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of those boots. They just remind me so much of like 2006 Forever Diamonds era Bratz. And I love them. Okay. Karen is out of the box. I was having a little trouble with her, and her box hair is the absolute worst. I'm gonna have to wash all of this gel out. But can we talk about the face? Can we talk about this face? So I believe she's inspired by Class Chloe with, you know, some slight updates, of course. She's probably one of the prettiest Bratz dolls. And maybe I'm biased because I do love the Class Chloe screening, but wow. Like, this could easily just be Chloe. But I love Amanda Seyfried. I love Mean Girlz. I love Karen Smith. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad that she's a Mean Girlz doll, but I wish they would do this for Bratz. Like, I just wish they would make, like, Bratz like this. Like, Bratz does not need to be doing too much, you know? Like, they don't need to do too much. They could release very, like, simple dolls, like, in simple outfits. As long as the hair looks good and the face looks good and the hair, and, you know, everything's of a good quality, of course. But I love her face. I think this could be, like, top 5, top 10 Bratz face screenings. Like, whoa. And if you're curious about Bratz face screenings, check out the screening guides at lookinbratz.com, because the screening guides go hard. They go hard. But her outfit is cute, and it resembles the one from the movie. Fabric choices look great. I love the bag. It's very simple, but it's cute. It looks really cute, and I love the little buckle details on them. The shoe sculpt, I love this shoe sculpt, and I'm glad that it's being used in this way, because I think these could be like really just versatile dolls in how they fit into someone's collection, or how the pieces can get reused in someone's collection. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for these dolls, but also just like it shows the opportunities that like Bratz can have generally, and I really hope that they're able to really just put out more like this, because I think this is gonna it's a very solid release in terms of packaging and face choice and hair choice and the clothing. Like, everything looks good. I mean, it's expensive, but it's really good. So I'll take what I can get for the most part, and as long as the doll is good, the doll is good. And this doll in particular, like, she's very like understated, but like just stunning. Like, this is a Bratz doll. This is what a Bratz doll should be looking like. So please, more of this, please. And the face, like the palette, the makeup palette, it's stunning. So that's what I gotta say about Karen. Because I think Gretchen looks gorgeous. We're about to get into the Gretchen side of everything. And yes, she looks great. Also, now I know why they have the artwork on the plastic part, because they don't have their own individual flaps. So yeah, I get it now. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna open up Gretchen. She's stunning. I have one main concern about her, and I think everyone has the same concern about her. And if people didn't know this, now you're gonna know this. Lacey Chabert, who plays Gretchen Wieners in the original 2004 Mean Girlz film, is also the voice of Casey in the animated Bratz television and film series. She's the original voice. So, of course, it's not like intentional crossover, but it just makes so much sense. And I just love it, because like the Tweevils have their own dolls now. They're down here. You can't see them. They're off camera. I have a review if you want to see the Tweevils dolls. And I feel like the Tweevils are partly inspired, of course, by Barbie's sisters, but they are also kind of like, they take elements from Mean Girlz for the Mean Girls in the Bratz universe. So I feel like it's just like a fun crossover of a multitude of things. And here is Gretchen in her packaging. Now her hair is concerning me, and I'm gonna try to unbox her as carefully as possible because I really don't want to mess up her hair, and I don't want to have to redo her hair, truthfully, but we'll see what happens because I need to like make content because I just need to like finish the content and like move on with my life sometimes. But this is her trading card, and it's her in her cat Halloween costume. And I'm gonna unbox the doll. We're gonna get into some things here. So Gretchen's quote, of course, is "That's so fetch." So yeah. So Gretchen comes, unsurprisingly, comes with these two specific accessories. And if you've been paying attention, you would know that it is a lipstick and a metallic pink cell phone. Do they have pink cell phones in the movie? Because I don't know if they were pink. I don't care if it's movie accurate. I'm just curious. Like, they just wanted to pink it out. Also, I forgot to point out Regina's R necklace, because now I'm looking and I see that Gretchen has a necklace as well. She has her R necklace, which is like from the movie, so that's pretty cool. I took Gretchen out a little early, and we'll talk about her in just a second, but like, let's look at her stuff. So she comes with the pleather bodysuit that she has in the movie for her cat costume. And of course, plastic ties are my worst enemy, and they're like all over this. You're kidding me. You're kidding. Okay, because her hair, like, I'm just like, I don't want to mess it up too much because I really just, again, I don't want to have to like redo it or anything. And the factory curls look good, but look at the front. There's like a piece here that I could either redo or I could just like chop it, but I really don't want to have to chop it. But we'll get into the doll in just a moment. So she comes with her pleather costume. It's pretty basic. There's not much to it, which I don't think there was much to it in the movie. Her headband is really cute. It's like a pink leopard cheetah print. I actually got one just like this at a 99 cents only store, like maybe 11 years ago. Like they used to sell some really good costume pieces there, and I got one just like this. And I still have it somewhere, so that's pretty cool. And it was probably inspired by Mean Girls or something, I don't know. She comes with these boots, and honestly, this is one of my least favorite shoe sculpts from Bratz during the 2000s era. But I guess it makes sense to have these because they're more of like a lower cut boot, and her outfit, like, yeah, like they probably didn't want like anything too big in there, especially because you're not going to like see the boots for the most part except for the bottom of the boot. So it makes sense to have sort of like a cut boot like that. And she comes with this really nice purse, and I love the way that this is constructed. It's like a faux pleather type of material, and the zipper actually works, which none of the other bags have any like functions like that except for like, of course, the Velcro closure. But yeah, this is a nice bag, and I love the color choice for it because it's not like pink, but I like this sort of baby-ish blue shade that they got going on. And then of course we have the doll. She does come with an additional accessory, but it's a little bit like useless. I'll show you. Something in my brain just clicked. So if I'm not wrong, I think this sculpt is reused from the Walking Bratz from 2007. It's a little useless in the sense of like the doll can't actively hold it unless you use some sort of glue strip on her hand, but it's whatever. I don't think the accessory is the main draw there. It's just an additional piece. Here is the doll. Now the screening, she reminds me a lot of Wintertime Wonderland Sasha's screening, but I don't know like if it is based off of that, but that's the closest I can think of at the moment. The necklace is cute. She has a heart necklace. Shout out to Shout out to Vanessa from Bratz Line Podcast, because I know she loves a good heart necklace moment. The ribbed material that they used for this shirt is so nice, and I love this sort of faux, I think it's Burberry inspired, this skirt. It's really nice, and it's like a nice construction, a nice material. And this is one of my favorite shoe sculpts, ironically, from that Bratz era, because it's so simple. And if they just produced it in a million colors and a million different skin tones, I would be so happy. I love like a simple shoe sculpt because it can go quite literally with any outfit. And when it's in a color like this, it's just so like, yes, like it's just a plain black strapped heel. But here's Gretchen. She's really gorgeous. I think the one thing that I do agree with in terms of criticism is that I wish she had a deeper skin tone, a little bit more of an olivey skin tone. Like, she didn't need to be like super dark, but even something a little more similar to the Kylie Jenner dolls could have been nice, because Lacey Chabert is a more olive tanned skin tone, and regardless if that's a fake tan or not, I feel like it would more accurately represent the character. And when you put them all next to each other, it's a really, really white lineup. Like, it's just like a bunch of white girls, which is what the movie's about. The movie's about a bunch of white girls who actively like dislike each other but are friends with each other. But I feel like adding just a character with a little bit of a darker skin tone would have maybe helped break up the way the line looked, because it just looks very pale to me. And I will say, like, I wish I'm trying to line them all next to each other and it's not working, because if I just put the stand on, maybe I should be smart and put them on their stands. This one is for all my Mean Girls. Like, they look so good though, regardless of anything. I think that this is a really solid lineup. Again, I don't know like what the availability is going to be like. I don't know what is going to happen when these launch, but I think that if you are looking to get them, they are well worth it. I would say order from favorite to least favorite. My favorite might be Karen, like my number one favorite, because I think she's just a really gorgeous, gorgeous doll. I would say Regina would be runner up, and then I would say Gretchen, and then I would honestly save Cady for last, just because I feel like her outfit choices were not the strongest in the line. And I don't know, I think the face up, as gorgeous as it is, I don't know if it really represents Cady, whereas I do see these face ups representing these characters a little bit more, especially Regina's. And I wish Gretchen's hair was just a little bit of a lighter shade of brown. But I like Regina's and Karen's. I think their shades look really good. I do love Karen's a lot because it's like more of a dirty blonde. And I feel like we don't see enough of that in the Bratz brand. And I love a good like dirty or like a strawberry blonde. I wish Lindsay's, of course, Cady's, I should say, was just a little bit lighter in the hair. And I wish Gretchen's hair was a little bit lighter and that her skin tone was a deeper skin tone. But it is what it is at this point. The dolls are launching at all various states. I'm posting a review to lookinbratz.com. Check out lookinbratz.com because it's really cool, and it just got a lot cooler. I wish the hair was packaged differently on Gretchen, of course, and I have to figure out what I want to do with her hair, but for the most part, she does look good. She looks good. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going like, I'm like saying one thing and then I'm jumping to the next thing, but that's what I do sometimes. But check out the review at lookinbratz.com. I'm going to be posting more content of the Mean Girls dolls across all my socials, so check me out here on YouTube and also on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and I'll link everything in the description of this video if you want to check me out. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to MGA Entertainment for sending me the full set and sending me such a cool PR box. And I really, really love these dolls, and I'm eager to go wash their hair now. So now that I'm looking at the backs of all of their heads, I'm like, you need some work, girl. But I'm gonna go do that and get some pictures taken at some point for the dolls. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video, and stay tuned because I have a special Bratz playset that I ordered specifically. First, because I wanted the playset, and second, because it's gonna work with some of the content I make for the Mean Girlz launch. And I just have a lot of cool content on the way, and I have a lot of ideas. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.